What's up, guys? Banjo here, and I'm just gonna get your attention real quick within the first 7 seconds of the video, which is apparently what is needed. Go up there. Oh, look, bunch of trees. Cool. How did he do that? I don't know. Pretty cool stuff. But today, I'm gonna be explaining what the Pathfinder's project is, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So basically, it's gonna be an awesome, very flexible, and very open game mode that's an RPG MMO. For those of you guys who don't really know what that means yet in terms of Minecraft, and really I should clarify anyways, you're going to be able to go around in an open world. This is a mini-map of the world. You're going to be able to go around in the world and beat bosses, get stronger, increase your experience level, get items, kill players, and make clans even in this game mode. It's going to be pretty awesome. I have tons of plans, and I've tested tons of commands. I'm losing my voice, by the way, so bear with me. I want to get this video out because, not that I mind explaining it to people, but I've explained this concept and like everything to people multiple times, and it literally usually takes about 3 hours. So I'm making this video, so if I refer you to this video, which is probably how most of the views are coming, that's probably where most of the views are coming from, then feel free to ask questions, you know, to me personally, but make sure to watch the videos first or you're just wasting time. Again, I want to show you personally, but I don't have time. I might have time, but don't count on me having time. Okay, so in Minecraft Bedrock, there's not like crazy modding to my knowledge. I'm not very connected with people yet. Part of this is going to be becoming more connected and meeting some cool people, and hopefully they think I'm alright, and then we all become buddies. Cool. And then I can start adding some more stuff to this, and if there's more out there. As far as I know, though, everything I'm about to show you is the darn near the best technology we can get in Bedrock, to my knowledge. Okay, so I say RPG server, RPG MMO with trading and advanced boss battles and advanced everything. Cool. What does that look like? So I'm going to be walking you through a little tour of the pre-alpha emphasis. God darn, I'm losing my voice. Emphasis on pre-alpha. Okay, we're just trying to get something out there right now, so this is a pretty dinky map. Every block here is a 10 by 10 block area in the map. This is the plans we have, okay? So, for instance, this would be like a little island. This would be a village. These represent houses. These represent forest area. That doesn't not mean a tree would be here specifically. It just means a forest would be here at the general area. Obviously, stone is stone. Shocker. These are cherry trees. This is a gateway, using an end gateway, which is pretty cool. That means that would be like a dungeon area type deal. So that would be like structure. This represents a like parkour area. These are not solid blocks. Imagine these as literally just markers for the map. They wouldn't exist in the map themselves. So yeah, you go in here, boom. This is our current plan. Again, everything might change. So you go down, you can choose a kit/class. We will later potentially have species systems where you can become different species or evolve your character and actually increase your max health by doing other complicated things. That really the sky's the limit in terms of designing and anything we want to add. So you go in there, you kill players, and eventually you leave. The more recent brainstorming things that we've been thinking is we're gonna have it, instead of you having to work your way out of spawn, you're just gonna be able to leave spawn right away and start going on your way for quests. Anyway, so you leave, and you can go to this village. You can go to that village. You'll bump into villagers that have dialogue with multiple choice things you can say, which should be pretty cool. I'll go over and show you how that system works. Briefly, I'm going to be putting it into a function file, and if you have no idea what that is, don't worry about it. Essentially, it just means I'm going to make it so the computer does it more instead of the, what am I trying to say? Instead of the command blocks. And yeah, I know that the command blocks are doing it through the computer, but the computer is faster without using command blocks, turns out. Okay, so here's how it might work with the chat system. This is how I'm going to explain things, by the way. I'm going to say concept and then go into detail, and then I'm going to say another concept and then go into detail. Okay. Sorry if this video quality isn't very good, by the way. Like I said, I'm just getting it out. I literally might delete this later. Like, this might only be up for a week or two. Maybe even less. Maybe forever. Okay, so as you can see in chat, Valace, I believe it's pronounced, I don't really know, says hello question mark. Then you have you'll have up to 9 different things you can say. You can say what the heck are you, whoa you talk, and yo. I'm going to say whoa you talk. Okay. And then that won't be a whisper system, it'll be a the other system. As you can see, constantly updating. It's all proof of concepts right now. Yes, I do. It's pretty cool. How this system would work is depending on the type of conversation you're having. Nearby players would be able to hear you, while further away players wouldn't. If you say certain things to this character, which looks about the weirdest it's ever looked. What the heck happened to the eyebrows, man? That should fix itself in a moment, but whatever. Let's say you're like, yo, you freaking suck. Then your reputation would go down. And if they're an aggressive character, they would just like destroy you right then and there. I can hook up what you say to actually affect quests and loot, skills, opportunities, things like that. What you say will matter. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, this system alone has a lot of potential. Like, let's say there's water and fire clans, and if you do a quest for the water clan, your fire clan reputation goes down. And if you have a water clan high reputation, you can get water weapons. That's super unoriginal. Like, man, that is lame. But you get the idea. There might even be things like later I figured out a system so you can actually have land that like no one else can go into unless you let them, and like you can't cheat it obviously unless you have hacks and stuff. We should have an anti-hack system for that later. Oh, man, this is why you don't rabbit trail, guys. You forget what you're talking about. Land, building. Oh, there it is. I found it. So if you are close to the water tribe and you've done tons of quests for them, and obviously as you do more quests, other ones will be unlocked in the future anyways. Right now it's not going to be that good because we have limited resources and time. If you are close to the water clan, they might give you a blueprint that lets you build a water temple in your land. How the blueprints work is this, and this is where we're going to move on to the other topic. Okay. So this is an example of a blueprint system. So keep in mind, this BuildForge blueprint, you could have to buy this at shop. You could have to get this by beating a boss. You could have to have a high relationship with certain characters. Maybe it's a limited time deal and like it's Christmas and there's a traveling merchant that comes that's randomized, by the way, with items that only exist for a limited time. And so then you get this building, and let's say you get Santa's workshop. I don't know. I was gonna say igloo, but that actually already exists in Minecraft. Sorry about the cough. I'm just gonna keep going to get this video out there. Okay, yeah. So you got Santa's workshop, whatever, and you build it and like you place it, and then you will now produce, let's say, the toy resource. That's normally buildings wouldn't have their own custom like resource type, but you get the idea. It's gonna have a Clash of Clans style build system in the future, meaning, like, let's say that this piece of dirt is a gold mine. You can build a gold mine, and while you're offline, it'll produce resources for an hour while you're offline, and if you donate, you can increase that. I do not want this to be a pay to win. I'd like to clarify that, but think about how much better the entire game's gonna be if we start making just a little bit of money, because then I can sink more time into this. Like, dang, okay, you should be happy that person just tried to pay to win, alright? That's my opinion anyways. Of course, I'm a little biased. I'm the creator, whatever. So you make a gold mine, Cool, cool, cool. But you can literally build like as many as you want. We might add a cap or something, and you have a limited land size, so obviously that's its own cap. But yeah, those buildings, those might even have animations. They can not only be linked to resources, but linked to abilities, custom crafting, your character stats. They could make your clan stronger. If your land is shared by your clan, which it probably should be if you're the guild leader, then there might be one where all of your clan members will receive permanent health boost. Or you could create a, I don't know, this is kind of a creepy example, but like a totem type deal. Imagine this is like super fancy. Boom, you build it, and whenever you walk on that and throw a certain item on the ground, it will buff you up and like give you 2 rows of health instead. Or it'll take you from being a human to like an elf or something. Maybe that's how we'll introduce the species system. Like maybe you start off as a human and you can go to whatever the heck you want. I don't know. Like I said, very flexible. But as you can see, there's a lot we could do with this. So this is a basic, boring example. I got this blueprint from a quest. I had to beat 3 bosses and 3 days of stuff to get the loot, and a byproduct of the awesome loot that I got was this build forge thing. The villagers gave it to me after I saved their village. Cool, cool, cool. Boom. So this would be cool, right here. This build forge thing, because not only does it look completely ugly. Normally they'd look better. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest. Okay. It's here. Yeah. So in this shulker box is this. Because you have this forge, you can now custom craft certain items. And I'll get into that in a little bit. So you put that down, boom, you have crafted trident. Boom, a trident. That's nice. Obviously these would be very different items. Those items can have names, custom level enchants. They can be hooked up to abilities, quest keys, boss battles, teleportation, like tons of things. You could even craft blueprints to make level 2 of the forge in here. Pretty fancy. We can have tons of interactive buildings like that, which is pretty awesome. Oh, that. Okay, I got a notification. I'll have to check that later. Another interesting idea and thing that we will most likely later implement, assuming we get the ball rolling and everything goes kind of to plan. The plan's very flexible, so it going to plan could look like a lot of different things. But we would add a skill system. For example, let's say you are mining in the mine. Keep in mind you cannot mine everywhere, but there are places you can mine. And also places you can mine everywhere, which is kind of interesting. Let's say this is a piece of iron ore and you mine it, and you are level 1 mining. Boom, you break it. Okay, it gives you a little bit of mining XP, which you don't see. It's an internal system. And then it gives you an iron nugget or a piece of cobblestone. Once you get to level, let's say 5 mining, and it obviously takes much longer every time, you mine it and it gives you like four iron nuggets, or an iron ingot. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Maybe you can even like sift through gravel and get randomized loot. That might actually be a cool ability to add later on, like the excavation ability, which you guys probably won't know that reference. Never mind. There's a lot of things we can do. We can have a general XP level. If you kill a bunch of bosses, you get XP. Boom, you level up. Now you have a skill point, and it doesn't need to work this way. You have a skill point and 3 physical points. Those are the physical points. And then you can go to the point shop, and you'd be able to up your max health. Or you'd be able to permanently increase your speed. Or you'd be able to increase your damage. Damage is going to be probably a stupidly expensive one, is my guess. If we even enable that, because permanent strength is like, whew. That's kind of OP in a lot of ways. So, yeah, the level system is pretty cool and very possible. And actually, it's really not that hard. So as you can see, all of the systems I just mentioned can be very interactive. You could have a character, and you go off and do a quest, and then you get a building. That building, you need a construction level to build, so you go build other buildings. You then make that the building you got for the blueprint, and oh, you got a water forge. Nice. Now you can create water clan weapons, and now you could craft those weapons and sell them to other people who can't craft them. Another cool thing that we are gonna add is a pet system. Now that sounds really cool, and it is pretty cool, and it's gonna get better, especially when we start getting some programmers on here. If you're a programmer, contact me, please. Like, seriously. I'm a quick, steady, and if, like, man, I would really appreciate it if you, like, could teach me your ways of, like, pretty much anything and everything. Either of those would be great. Like, any programming language that you think I'm ready for, I will, like, spend hours and hours of research time and trial and error to figure out what you want me to do in order to improve. Alright, I really need a teacher. Everything I've ever learned on here is self-taught. Yeah, it can be a struggle sometimes. Anyways, back to the server. What was I saying? Oh, it's coming back. Water tribe. Pet system. Yep. So, there's also going to be crate keys I should mention. I'll get into that a little bit later. But let's say, boom, you place down a crate key. Boom, you get a pet. Unlike Mindplex, these pets will actually be able to help you. They'll be able to fight for you. They will be able to increase your stats. Certain ones might enable you to craft certain things. Let's say you have a fire dragon pet. That sounds really cool, but as of now, it would probably just be like a named bat that would follow you around, alright? Like, with fire particles. I guess we can do fire particles now, so that is better at least. In the future, I can almost guarantee you, if we keep going, we will have, like, animated, very well done little baby fire dragon with 5 different tiers that you can level him up on by giving him food, which is another type of currency that you could get optionally. Again, you don't even need to do all of these things we're talking about, alright? This is optional. You can take this minigame as far as you want, or as not far as you want. Couldn't think of the opposite there. So if you got a fire dragon, and he's like level 5, you could then use a forge and build a fire sword because you have a fire dragon. And then because you're maybe you are the only person on the server with a fire dragon right now, you could again sell those off to people. Or if you got a quest that only you could have because of that, maybe you need a quest key every time you go in. You could then control that dungeon because you have quest keys. Okay, it's gonna be pretty sweet, and the bigger it gets, the more freedom you're gonna have to do what you want. Because right now we're gonna have 3 bosses and a couple dungeons, and then kits, and then you're gonna be able to there'll be no skill system yet, and there'll be crates and a shop and all that, and you'll be able to have fun and do a lot of stuff. But I mean, that's not what we're talking about here. It's gonna take time. It should be fun actually. What else? Yeah, the pet system, you'll be able to go to a big old chamber where there will probably be again, this would be freaking massive, a statue of what your dude looks like. Pretend that's a floating, I don't know what I'm making, alright? Leave me alone. Anyways, and that guy could be animated, doing cool stuff, and when you, why did I break that? And when you evolve him, his stats will go up. Let's say you have a badger mole, or just a mole. And what he does is, if he's standing over stone, he will randomly dig you up resources and send them to your inventory. And you can level him up, and it would do that more. You're not going to be able to have multiple of the same pet, but you can have multiple of different pets. So that's something where you might be able to go AFK and get resources. Or when you're in a huge mountain biome, you just gradually get stuff. There also might be a guy, like a parrot, that could pick up your enemies and just throw them, super far. I don't know. Should be cool. Okay, so there's also going to be buff items. This was kind of a given, seeing as it's an RPG MMO. Like, oh, I throw this item down and it's a smoke bomb. Boom, smoke particles appear and everyone around me is blind except for me. Awesome, now I can escape. Like, that's pretty good. I actually do have that working. If you guys want to see a little more detail of this, if I don't give enough detail, which I couldn't really see happening right now, then tell me what you want to see. Actually, let me rephrase that. Tell me what you want to see in these future videos of me explaining this. I might do them all right away. Like, I might punch these out potentially tonight, although I'm losing my voice pretty fast, so I don't think I will. But do you like the idea? I don't know. I don't know. Just tell me what you're thinking, alright? I'd appreciate it. Okay, what are we doing now? What are we doing? I came over here for a reason, guys. I did. I don't know what that reason is yet, but I trust I had a plan. Crate key and shop. Oh, hey, I did have a plan. I remembered. Okay, cool. So this is a traveling merchant area. Again, this area I'd rebuild, but I am not a one-man army. Alright, not yet. As I create tools for myself, I'm becoming exponentially more efficient, which is crazy. To be exponentially efficient at something it's getting a little crazy. I'll explain that later. But imagine this. I'm going to go back to the Christmas type deal. It's Christmas, boom. This guy appears in the month of December. He's like, you don't know how long I'm going to be here. I might be here for a week. I might be here for literally 10 minutes. Although I think I'm going to set some kind of minimum thing, like he's here for at least an hour. There's going to be a lot of things like that, which should be cool. Anyways, so boom, an igloo appears. I don't know. And he's like, yo, I will sell you the best s'more you've ever seen in your life. And you're like, dang, son. Alright. So you get the s'more, you throw it down and to see what it does. And it's just overpowered. It gives you like speed 5, and it gives nearby players like slowness 2. And it gives you like strength 50. I'm just making stuff up. But bottom line, it's super overpowered. And you're like, holy crud, awesome. So you stock up on that. You get like a freaking double chest full of it. You would not be able to get that much. Oh my word. I mean, I guess with the Clash of Clans style, building with gold mines and stuff, you actually might be able to. Which is kind of crazy, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. More, I guess. Anyway, so then let's say, boom, it's no longer December. People are going to have to wait an entire year. An entire year to get those s'mores again. And you now control a lot of s'mores, alright? There's going to be tons of things like that. Limited time events and even quests or quest dungeons that aren't open all the time. That will be based on a randomized timer. And some will be controlled by, like, me or people in charge of the server at the time. It's pretty cool. You're also going to be able to buy crate keys, and I want to get donations for this because, guys, this takes so much time, and like I'm learning stuff, but I learn stuff when I do things in real life too. Like the fact that I made a world edit thing that I'll probably show you in another video that took 30 hours. That's probably like 20 hours. Yeah, it was 20 plus hours. Granted, I could remake that system now in probably like 5 to 10 because it was my first time, but that's a lot of time, okay? So I want to get donations. It would make everything a lot easier. I'd be able to invest more time into this, and hopefully if this goes large scale, like we get dedicated servers up, and there's like constantly 100 people playing, that's like, no pun intended, but you know, end game. That would be friggin' amazing. Oh my gosh, that would be I'd be able to like go full time on this thing. Oh, it'd be so friggin' sweet. I'd love that, and then you guys would get like so many updates. And the thing with how I'm gonna run the community and how I want to build the community, which I need to do very, very, very carefully. That being said, don't be mad at me if I don't let you in. You know I have to run it like a business. I said this in my introduction video, I gotta run this like a business. That doesn't mean I don't want the best for you. It means it will fail if I am not smart about like how I run it. So that probably didn't make much sense. I don't know if I clarified a couple things in there, but I'm just going to keep going because I want to get this video done. So sorry if things just don't make sense. That's going to happen. Oh yeah, donators, balancing, that kind of stuff. So if you donate, and I don't even want you to donate now. I'm not ready. I cannot commit to this quite yet, full on anyways. So I wouldn't want someone being like, here's $100. And I'd be like, thanks, man, and then like never do the server again. Oh, I'd hate to do that. I hate to do that. So I'm not asking for donations now. So don't take that the wrong way. But if people donated, they'd get crate keys and potentially ranks. And those things, yeah, they're going to make them stronger in the moment, but they're not going to be like, yeah, you have protection 20 diamond armor. That's not going to be happening. Now, what will happen at times is that they might get access to a donator dungeon, which is going to have like enhanced loot and stuff. So they'll be able to progress faster and have control over some currency and like some resources more than you could before without donating. I think that's about right because it boosts your growth rate, but it still makes you work for it a lot. And with that money, guys, I mean, you got to realize, like, at the beginning, if every month I could get, I don't even know the number, guys. It wouldn't have to be a whole bunch to make a big old difference. So like I said, if people are donating, honestly, don't give them crap, okay? It's not cool, unless they're being a bum about it, and then, okay, give them crap, that's fair. But, yeah. Okay, so we got a crate key. Boom, you throw it down. Let's say that cost you $1. $1 for a cool crate. These would be full of random stuff. This is already built, already designed. I literally just have to fill some shulker boxes with stuff and it goes into the randomizer. Okay, it's not hard. Oh, and now that we have particles, this will look all fancy too, so that's cool. You're going to be able to go up in ranks. There's going to be coal, iron, gold, and diamond tier. Each tier should be able to destroy the tier before it. An iron rank person should be able to like 3v1 coal rank people, or maybe even more. Okay, a gold person should be able to like, again, 3v1 an iron person, or maybe more. Although that one won't happen quite right away. Not quite, because you'll need to like adjust to your new abilities and your new like what you're able to do as the gold rank. But like very quickly it would become that. And a diamond rank should be able to infinitely kill iron and coal ranks in almost every situation. You get the idea. There should not be a diamond rank on my server for like potentially an entire real life year. Okay, those guys, they have to work for it. Okay, and there's gonna be quests and things making it so like if you're just farming people who have crappy gear, that's not cool. Okay, so don't worry about that. By the way, if you guys are having any ideas during this or questions, I mean, think about them and hold on to them. I mean, I hope I answer them by the end of this video. I definitely won't answer all of them, and just type them in the comment section. That'd be awesome. I'm going to make very few cuts in this video. Why is there a cow here? What the heck? Okay. We have a cow named Hello here. What? Are you a hello cow? No, you're just a cow. What? Okay, I don't know. Some kind of testing was going on there. Guys, this server could be awesome, okay? I could one-man army this thing and get pretty far, but I don't want to, okay? I don't know if I... Crap, I totally forgot if I showed you guys this. I'm gonna rewind it. I did show you guys this. I may or may not have taken a couple different takes of this video. Yeah, they're just getting worse and worse. Okay. This one's good though. I like it. So, to recap, custom crafting. Pretty much anything you can think of, we're able to add. Randomized dungeons, loot, abilities, Oddly enough, one of the things we can't add very well is a death counter. Like, what? How can you do all this other stuff without knowing how to add a death counter? We can simulate it using items and stuff, but it's not perfect. Guys, that's pretty much the mini game. Not so mini, to be honest. I'm gonna create another video called probably something along the lines of the Pathfinders Project Part 2 or something, or Pathfinders Project Community Build. Yeah, probably Community Build. I don't know, haven't made it up. Like I said, I'm just trying to get it out there because I've probably literally spent over 15 hours explaining this to people. It's been over a long period of time, don't get me wrong, but this should save a lot of time. Okay, what else? I'm gonna bleed into the next video a little bit here because it really is connected. We're gonna be able to we're not gonna be able to. We're going to update this often, and what I ultimately want to do is once the community's going good and like I said, oh, so much detail. I'm really excited for the community that's gonna start because we got some good people with me to start it. You guys should watch that video if you want to be involved in any way, shape, or form, or just learn information in general, because part of the community is going to be information sharing to like next level. Anyways, so right now this area represents a 400 by 400 map. What we want to do is based on player recommendations and the teams we have established as our build teams and project teams and those different types of teams we will have, let's say, an area over here, and we will mark out an area, and I'll be like, yo, team fish, let's say. We have a team named fish. Okay, that I'll be like, hey, you guys like commands. It says here that you wanted to work on boss battles and like really epic, fancy boss battles. So we're gonna give you this area, and the terraformer has already done this area for you. Okay. Would you be down to accept a project that works in this area? And then they'll be like, sure, man, awesome. And then they will work on using the systems we probably already have made, commands and other cool stuff to make an amazing epic boss area in here. And honestly, it would be so much bigger than this little platform. Like this would probably represent a 100 by 100 area. We're looking at 200 by 200 area they'd be modifying. And here's what's also interesting is that if they're like, nah, man, we're good, we want this kind of area for our boss battle, I'll be like, okay, cool, whatever, that works. And then this area will literally just remain terrain that people can go and battle in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be all filled with stuff. So it's going to be a place where people can work on projects that they normally work on by themselves. And they'd be able to work on them here and have it be shown, have technical help, and really efficient tools. Like they can build entire mountains like that look pretty decent without having to carve it by hand, and then texture it, slap trees on there in like hours. And I'm talking huge mountains, okay? I don't think I've shown the world edit tools in this version of this video. I will show you just a couple. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. The simple version of what I just did is not... well, the simple version of what I just did was I put down trees. Cool, okay. But what's cool about that is that you can add a spawn egg to the system for all of the build teams to use simply by just putting a number down and typing in the name of the spawn egg twice. And boom, it's done and everyone has access to it. That's fast. That is so fast. Do you know how fast we can build forests like this? That's crazy. So we have tools like that. What you can look forward to as a player playing this is a variety, huge variety of different things you're going to be able to do. You might not like that in some ways. There's always going to be those guys, and I mean, I get it. But if you are trying to control the economy of this certain type of resource, I don't know, let's go back to s'mores, okay? And then all of a sudden we expand the map, and oh, hey, s'mores are available now. Sorry, that happens. Account for it. That's part of it. That's in real life business. That's how it goes too. Almost always. That's part of the game. be a good sport, alright, or you're out, because the first people to join this, I want really supportive, alright? Hours and hours going into this. I don't want people that aren't going to appreciate this and value this to be joining. Like, think about the level of time, like the amount of time it takes, and then what, we're going to have a realm with 10 people on? No, I mean, like I said, dedicated servers. I got people who know programming that want to help, which is so awesome. Man, I'm so pumped about that. But we might, almost for sure, will be getting dedicated servers in the future, assuming, like I said, we can get some donations. Or I'll sponsor it myself. I'm not made of money, but I mean, it's not that expensive. Getting distracted. Bottom line, a huge variety of things that you're going to be able to do in this server. Examples. You could literally, there might be a big old area of the map where prisons is a thing. Like, full-on prisons, like, you go there, you can choose to spawn there, and you can start leveling up your mine. Like, getting different tools. Or you can, or you'll go into a dungeon, like, normal dungeon, you're like, okay, cool, and all of a sudden, like, super creepy music starts playing, and you get blindness, and it is literally, we told nobody, you're the first one to go into the map. Or maybe people haven't talked about it because they want people to get jump scared, I don't know. And it's just this friggin' horror map, like, all of a sudden. And yet, you are still your character, and you still have your loot, and you still have your stats, and your strategies, and your pets that all interact with all of everyone's maps. A huge world right here, where, like, project teams, and build teams, and program teams get to work on projects that you will be able to go explore. And we will let people know some about areas. We'll be like difficulty medium or whatever, and that's gonna be really broad. Like, know that if we say it's hard, it's like hard. And what we'll probably do is more put like it's coal hard or it's iron hard, because like I said, diamond levels, like literally if a guy, the bosses diamond level guys would be fighting, like if you just put him here, like you would never kill him, ever. Like, he'd just be like friggin' 50 feet tall, shooting fireballs at everybody, and like throwing lightning, summoning minions, like all this craziness. Oh yeah, yeah, should be cool. So I think that's pretty much gonna do it. I probably missed a lot of stuff. As you can see, this is very complicated. I was speaking fast and fairly organized, and this is almost 40. It's going to be a 40-minute video on my end. That's crazy. I do appreciate if you watched it to the end. Please like the video, but more importantly, watch the community video when it comes out, because the whole purpose of this server is to is to help give experience to the community that we're going to be creating while having fun, because that's how we want to do it. Obviously, we have very detailed, complicated plans and methods of how and why we want to do things in terms of projects and that kind of stuff. So yeah, watch that video. If you're interested in this, add me on Xbox, message me, subscribe obviously if you haven't subscribed already. Not all of my YouTube videos will be looking like this. I don't know what I want to do for this YouTube channel completely, or more, I don't know how I want to do my YouTube channel, I should say. Know what I want to do with it. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly see if I'm missing anything. Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but the statue has animated eyes. This is just the beginning. Like I said, we could have animators on here, and like I could even hook up this thing, or like any of them, so that they detect your player movement, and like their head follows where you are, and like would start freaking attacking you. Okay, that's pretty cool. Granted, that might lag too much, so I don't know if that really works completely. Guys, just to expand your brain a little bit more, imagine you get a boat. Okay, you could literally go into a boat and it would physically move, by the way, and it would teleport you on it, so it would appear everything else is moving, while in reality you are being teleported one block over while everything else is being cloned one block over, or potentially more, I don't know. And it would literally take you to a whole different minigame where it could either take you to a different server if we get like real technical and we can get plugins and stuff, that'd be cool, or it just goes into a whole area where you can now build rafts like by hand, and then boom, animate it, boom, get sails that work and actually increase your movement speed and go around raiding people in the ocean, while other people are going over here playing the normal game. Or I'll add a survival mode where you can go use your same skills, tools, weapons, custom crafting, everything, and go play survival. That would be so cool, in my opinion. No, it would just be cool. I'm saying that as a fact. Okay, I might be getting a little cocky. I don't know. To me, and probably to you, it sounds pretty awesome. If you want to make this happen, guys, tell me if you want to help. Okay, you probably can't, but I'm creating things with people to make it so you can. Okay. My life's chaotic. I cannot be consistent right now. Obviously, I mean, I made a video about saying I was going to try to upload once a week, and then 2 months, like, nothing. Like, oh, that's nice. But, yeah, I'm going to try to do this. I'm probably going to create in the community video. Yeah, in the community video, I'm going to put the technology that we have. So if you're interested in that, also watch that video. I'll be going over that while we are going to the community. I'm good at command blocks and stuff, but that's not what's crazy about this world, in my opinion. Like, literally, all the technical stuff here is cool, but when you hear about what we're actually planning to do with the group, like, you'll be like, dang, you guys don't even need command blocks to do that. And we'll be like, that's true, but they sure do help. Okay. I want to turn this into ultimately a real-life business where I'm just going to shoot this idea just to kind of hopefully get you invested in this a little bit. I want to create the community, information sharing, teaching each other things, having fun on projects, and I want to recruit people into a real-life business where they learn programming, art, music, all those different things, like the same way they learned all the other Minecraft skills that we taught them. Literally the same. We might literally use the game. I'm saying literally a lot. We might use the game to do that. That's the end goal, and I don't expect to get there, but I'm going to learn a crap ton while trying to get there, and hopefully have fun while doing it with a bunch of other people. Anyways, guys, I am rambling a lot. Like I said, this video was going to go on a long time. Hopefully I said that. This is like take 3. Yeah. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. See ya.